Hi everyone, welcome to the December edition of the OpenGov training video series. Today we're going to look at how to use the filters in a budget versus actuals reports to help you drill a little bit further when you're looking at your quarterly budget numbers. We're going to start by looking at several saved views in your quarterly budget report. We're going to look at 6, 6A, 6B, 6C, and 7, and show you how you can drill to different pieces of information in each one of these views. View 6 is a view of your general fund cost centers. To start out in the view, it's going to show you a grouping of all of your cost centers. You can hover on the budget bar, you can hover on the actuals, or you can look at the information in the table below. There are several ways you can drill to the next level. You can either open up the data by clicking on the arrow, and it will show you the levels underneath, or you can simply click on the legend or the graph. Here you can see each cost center in the Technical Services department. This view is still showing us a very high-level look at the entire department's cost center budget. So if we want to take a deeper dive and look at a specific cost center, we can click on one. I'm going to click on engineering. Again, we're still kind of at that highest level, so in order to get to some more information, we'll have to change something in the filters section. Click on the filters. From there, you can change the broken down by. The broken down by is what slices your pie chart or bar chart by different sections. Right now it's sliced on cost center, and we're going to change it to expense type so we can look at the different GL accounts or commitment items. From here, you could drill into your non-payroll and then look at all of the different GL accounts for the engineering section. By drilling to the GL accounts, this will look very similar to what you see in SAP when you open an A&E. The next view we're going to look at is 6A, which is looking at your expense for actuals for internal orders or funded programs, looking at it by the general fund. For this department, you'll see that we have one-time and recurring internal orders. You can also see the data below. We're going to drill into the recurring ones. By clicking on the recurring, you can see the 2 internal orders that this department has. If you would like to drill further, you can go into the filter section. You may want to see which cost center this funded program belongs to. So you can do that by clicking on division/department and opening up the filters panel. Here you can see that the funded programs belong to transportation and planning section. 6B shows your non-general fund expenses for actuals. In technical services, they have 2 different fund groups. We're going to drill into special revenue funds. For here, you can see the 3 different funds that belong in this grouping. If you want to drill a little deeper, we're going to click on one. Let's click on grants. From here, you may want to see which grants are in this fund. You can go to the filter section up here at the top, and you can change the broken down by to grant. By doing that, you'll click on technical services either in the legend or on the graph. And then you can see the different types of grants this department has. If you don't want to drill any further, again, you can always expand the sections below to see where their money is. If you'd like to get this specific grant ID, continue to drill down. And here you'll see their different grant IDs. View 6C shows the actuals for all the projects within a department. This view will show you current projects as well as closed projects, so you can look at past data as well as current fiscal year information. We're going to drill into technical services projects to look at current year information. Depending on how large your department is, you may have a lot of different projects. So in order to show you the most current information and things with the largest budget, you can click on this sort section and open things by large to small. This will put the more current and larger budgets at the top, and then things with 0 down at the bottom. If you'd like to break this information down by anything, you can click on a specific project and then head to the filters section. and break it down by cost centers or commitment items to see how that budget is sectioned out. Here you can see there's a little bit of salary as well as some non-payroll. From there, you'll see where the dollars end up based on their different GL accounts. The last view we're going to look at is view number 7, which is looking at all of your cost centers by the commitment items. This view is a lot easier to look at for departments who only have 1 or 2 cost centers and look at their department as a whole. But if you do have a large department like technical services, we're going to look at how you can drill in to make this view a little easier to look at. So again, this view is looking at your total budget and actuals for the entire department cost centers. If you want to drill into a specific department cost center, you can click on the filters, then click on department division, and it will open up this side panel. From here, if you want to check on and off a specific one, you can click all. It will check on all the boxes. You can click it one more time to clear them, and then click on one of the cost centers. Here you'll see that we are just looking at one specific cost center and looking at their budget and actuals for their commitment items. Thank you for taking the time to watch this training video. Please contact us if you have additional questions about OpenGov or training needs. If you could also fill out the survey attached to the email. That way we know how we're doing and if there are any other training needs you would like.